Welcome to another installment of Property Vlogs. Today I am so excited to show you this absolutely gorgeous house behind me. Welcome to another installment of Property Vlogs. Today I'm so excited to show you this fantastic new build house at the Consilio development by Spitfire Homes in Stratford upon Avon. What I'm here to show you is a fantastic new build house. It's actually behind me. It's called the Morgan and I've got all the stats ready. So the first stats is that it's a 4-bedroom house. It's got a double garage which is detached at the back, a fantastic garden, lots of contemporary details inside. It's also approximately 1,997 square feet and on sale for close to £1.15 million. If that sounds good to you, stay tuned and we'll tour the whole thing together. All right. Hello there, come inside and welcome home. Right, so on this fine warm day, we are going to tour this beautiful house. As you can see, the first thing you're going to notice when you come in is this gorgeous entry door. I love it. It's wide, so you don't have issues with moving furniture in. That's something to think of. And then also it has this contemporary panel in the middle that brings in lots of light. And it's frosted, which means all the people who write in the comments that they have concerns about privacy, there's no concerns about privacy here. You get the light without having to compromise on that. I love the finish of the door and the handle as well. And then enough about the door. Look at the space we're in. We are in the hallway. It is not a wall to wall. I cannot touch the other side of the wall. It is spacious is what I'm trying to say, and it just flows. It invites you through to the rest of the house. To my left is a security panel. I was going to say consumer unit. It's a security panel. And then you've got a bit of like the gadgets around the house kind of peeping through. But the main thing you're going to notice is this door here, which is the first door you meet, which is our... Let's open it. It is our kind of cloakroom / store. Inside, we've got our consumer unit where your fuse board lives, and then a few kind of gadgets here which make the house run. You've got your underfloor heating manifold. Yes, I said underfloor heating manifold, and that's where that lives. And then enough space for shelving, storage, and whatnot. So I'm going to close that off there and I'm going to return back to the hallway because I want to highlight the flooring. So the specification of the flooring throughout this whole property is fantastic. This in particular, this kind of like very light grey flooring is actually a porcelain tile by Porcelanosa, and this is the sort of detail you're going to see throughout through the whole entire house. I am absolutely blown away by what I'm seeing so far. And then also, before I leave the hallway, I just want to comment on the height. The height of the hallway is slightly taller than your standard 2.4 meters, which kind of lends itself and makes this whole space feel much more spacious and grand, just in case you were in doubt that it was spacious and grand. So the flooring that I talked about continues into the next space, and this is your home office, study, studio, whatever you want to make of it. As this home comes, what you see is what you get. There is no trickery. There's no switcheroos. This is it. So you're going to have this fantastic built-in furniture and casework done with this kind of corner unit and this beautiful light kind of grey washed wood effect. It's fantastic. There's actually a slight texture to it. And then you've got your LED light strips around here, which bring in that modern twist. So you've got the traditional kind of library, home office look kind of brought to the 21st century with these LED strips that make it a wow factor. So coming back into this space, we've got a little nook here, and your eyes, just like mine, are probably going to go to these amazing corner to corner glazing fittings. So you can see they're almost floor to ceiling. They go right down to the floor and then they go up. And you can see there's an opening pane here and there's an opening pane on the other side. And then you've got your floor to ceiling curtain tracks here as well, just above. And then it's got that beautiful kind of finishing that you've seen throughout the rest of the house. There's a little nook here where they've put a little chair if you want to kind of have some kind of what's the word, a reading space, a little nook. Or most likely, if you are somebody in this day and age, you're gonna be there on your iPhone, your iPad, your Samsung device, you know, your tablet. But you know, it's a nice little reading nook there. You've got space there for artwork there, a little lamp, a floor lamp as well, and then you've got more artwork there, and it's not a tight space at all. If you wanted to, you could put more furniture there and have it be like a homework study space for children, and that's basically it for this room. So let's keep moving. Oh, sorry guys, I say keep moving. Again, this is a Spitfire detail. How many developers put door stoppers as standards where it's needed, not just on your entry door, but where it's needed. That's something for you to think about. And then we're back in the hallway. We're just going to look briefly at this fantastic staircase. I'm going to talk about that more later on, so stay tuned because there's something super special about it. So let's go to the next room. The next room is the downstairs toilet or powder room. I feel like this is a powder room. It's so inviting and it smells beautiful. When you come in here, you've got your two-piece suite, you've got your sink and your toilet. And I would like to mention that the white goods in this whole entire property are by Villeroy and Boch. Now, Villeroy and Boch, you're probably thinking, what is that? What are they? They're like a notable designer brand. They kind of do a lot of high-end luxury hotels and homes, and they have a fantastic reputation, which is just a Google away if you're curious. So you've got your faceplate by Villeroy and Boch, and the pan, the toilet pan, and then all the boring, flushy stuff is behind this kind of boxed area. So the cistern is hidden, and then they've actually brought in a kind of an antique type of mirror. It's actually like it's between like a bronzy effect, but it's very beautiful and it's something different, isn't it? Gorgeous wallpaper with these birds as well, and the floral motif, and then the half height tiling to both sides. So that's pretty much the downstairs toilet. And then my eye kind of darted away because I just remembered that I haven't actually talked through our door hardware. So why do you watch property vlogs videos? The reason why we watch them is because we go through all the details. It's not fair or like for like comparison if we don't talk about how developers have gone above and beyond their standard spec. So this door is a sturdy wooden door. It's done in a contemporary style. This is a Spitfire detail, and then it's paired with these gorgeous chrome handles as well. There's a polished chrome with a kind of a brush chrome in the middle, something different, isn't it? And then we've got our architraves, which I just want to zoom into. So these architraves have a shadow gap detail. It's a recessed detail here, and it continues all the way around, and then it comes all the way back down and connects with the skirting board there. So that skirting board, to make it match together, is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic detail, and it's not easy to do that. We've also got a little nook underneath the staircase, which is a space, perfect space for console, or if you wanted to, you could actually do a built-in furniture to kind of use that space. It depends on how much storage you need. Let's come back through the hallway and let's look at one of my favorite rooms on this floor, and that is your formal lounge. Let's come into this room. So again, fantastic staging. We need to look beyond the staging, but I will still touch on the staging because it's that good. So have you noticed this room has been staged with double the amount of furniture that you would see in most homes in the formal lounge? I will repeat myself. There is double the amount of furniture. We've got 2 armchairs, 2 sofas, 2 coffee tables, 2 armchairs, end tables. We've got a little credenza here, console. We've got a bookcase there done in a fantastic style. You've got your focal point here. The focal point is double as effective. You've got a space there for a TV or a large piece of art, and you've got another option for a fireplace as well. And by the way, this comes as you don't have to upgrade to a fireplace. This is a standard detail, fantastic there. And then you've got this beautiful decorative detail for that log burner. So it's not one of those fake kind of artwork fireplaces. This is a fully functional fireplace, really, log burner. So yeah, again, like I said, double the furniture, twice as many mirrors. I'm sure Brian already showed you how the furniture looks. And I like to walk to the different corners because I'm 5'1", and it's you can see the scale of somebody stood in this room. It's not a small room, it's very spacious. And again, Brian, I love these pendant lights. Again, that shows you the ceiling height. You can have these drop down pendant lights without banging your head on them because the ceiling height is slightly taller than your standard lights. It's very comfortable, and it's done in a it's tastefully decorated, and it fits the home perfectly. So this window, I'm stood by here for a reason. Again, I just love the pelmet detail in the curtains. You've got a very large picture window. Picture windows, essentially, it's framing the view. So what's outside now becomes like free artwork. It's moving and it's dynamic. You've got a fully glazed floor to ceiling panel there, and then you've got your opening element there. So it's the best of both worlds, really, and it's beautifully done. It's aluminium framed, so it's high quality as well. So with that being said, my favorite phrase, let's keep it moving, guys. Let's keep it moving. Is that the end of the tour on the ground floor? No, it's not. There's more. Stay tuned. Come with me and let me show you this absolutely fantastic open plan living, kitchen, dining space. This is a 10 out of 10, but it has the potential to overwhelm a property vlogs to me. So let me show you. First of all, let me let you in through this gorgeous glazed door. Light is pouring in from this living space into the main hallway through this door. This comes as standard, guys. And then to pair it off, they've also got like a glazing panel beside it as well. So, I mean, the key principles of this home that's coming out to me is the design, focus on design, obviously, and also comfort, underfloor heating, but also light. Light is pouring through. So which space should we even start with? I don't even know. Do you want to start? Let's start with the living room at the end. Just kind of put your hands in front of your eyes as we walk past everything else that's absolutely stunning. I'm going to squeeze this way and let's go straight here to talk about this space. So what are we looking at? We are looking at your focal point. The TV has been centered as your focal point, but it's been built out beautifully. In the show house, this comes with it. This is everything you're seeing is a standard detail that's going to stay. It's not going to be peeled away. You're not going to be shortchanged. This is exactly what you're getting. You've got this beautiful shelving detail either side. To the interior designers that did this, 10 out of 10. Fantastic. So this is a focal point done wall to wall. There's no weird gaps, misalignments. It's all been perfectly thought through. We've got spotlights to the whole ceiling, which creates like a kind of an ambience. And we've got an L-shaped sofa here. Very spacious. It's definitely a 4 or 5 seater here, and it cradles this little nook here, which we now define as our living area. Off our living area, we're going to notice we've got bifolding doors, aluminium bifolding doors, and these are actually white on the inside and grey on the outside. We'll insert some footage of the garden so you can see what I mean. Two-toned colour to the bifold doors. That is an extra detail. And then also when you look at the garden, you can see the dark grey paving slabs and then the lawn that leads off it. And this size garden for this kind of property is perfect. And it even extends further over there. But we don't want to spend too long in this space because that would mean that we wouldn't be talking about this amazing space. This space right now, this is an 8-seater. So if you want to, you can definitely have 8 people spaciously kind of. The arrangement can easily accommodate 8 people sat here in this beautifully staged dining area. And then guess what, guys? Guess what? This is the heart of the home that links to the other heart of the home. I just hope the camera pans up to the ceiling and you can see this is a double height feature space located in the heart of the home. So as dinner's served, the beautiful fragrance, everything, the dynamic nature of everyone being in this space is experienced throughout the whole home. And then we've got this double height glazing feature here as well, which means that from this part of the home, all the way through here, all the way to the back, the front of the house, you have a clear line of sight to the garden. This is architectural. This is going beyond the brief. Right, I sound so hyped right now. High energy, because this house is a very, very beautiful house. You've got your breakfast bar here with a waterfall edge. The worktop itself is actually by Silestone, and it's fantastic. It's very durable, and they're one of the market leaders when it comes to worktops. You're going to definitely see Silestone a lot throughout beautifully bespoke homes. This little silver ring thing is actually a pop-up socket system, which you do by pressing down and then bringing it up. You can see there they've already considered the sockets. Fantastic. So when you say kids, food's ready, you know, they've come down with their iPads, laptops, and everyone can just sit by the breakfast bar and have family time together. So that was a bit of tongue-in-cheek. So anyway, we've got your Silestone worktop, and you know, the size of this worktop itself is just humongous. You've got a little area there with like sockets as well and USB chargers. Again, this is a future thinking home. And then you've got your window in front of your sink. I love that. I absolutely love that. How many times, comment below how many times or how many videos you've watched where I've pointed out that this is one of my favorite things when I see this in new builds. The sink must be in front of the window, looking over the garden or the front garden. Tick, tick, tick. The Silestone worktop has been done as an upstand and then continued to the windowsill. So any water that splashes from the tap dealt with, not a problem whatsoever. We've got our 1.5 bowl sink by Abode. We've got your integrated grooves there and ample storage. That's the dishwasher. You've got a dishwasher there by Zanussi. You've got storage there. You've got storage pretty much everywhere. There you go. And that's the cutlery door in there as well. And then we've got storage above, which I'll show you really quickly. So in terms of summarizing this kitchen, I would say that we've got our kind of natural stone effect Silestone. We've got dark colored shaker style doors as well to the low level. They've been paired off with, I don't know which one to start first. They've been paired off with dark gray internal cabinetry as well. And everything is on soft closers. At high level, we've got our wall mounted units. Those are white matte on the, well, gray matte on the front, shaker style. And they've actually been paired up with these dark gray cabinets on the inside, which is basically fantastic. To the middle, we've got this fantastic opportunity to have spice racks there. So your spices are cleverly placed above that. And they're using the space that you would have lost really, because there's an extract fan there. And normally in most kitchens, there's a massive gap between the two cabinets. They've not done that. They've hidden the extract very carefully and then maximized storage with the shelving. I just love that. And then you've got obviously storage there. You've got your, what's it called? The recessed downlighters there. They're basically LED strips there, just creating a bit of an ambience in the kitchen. You've got your bank of switches there, and then pretty much an electric hob as well by Neff there. You've got appliances by Neff, a double oven. One of them is a microwave oven as well. And then you've got storage there and storage here and storage everywhere. And your fridge and freezer there. That's it. So with that being said, let's go on to the rest of the room. So this is your utility space. So the utility has the boiler. Again, you can see the hinges there. That's because there's going to be, the cabinetry is going to continue there. So that won't look like that. That'll be completely hidden by the time that you purchase this home. You've got your shelving done with lovely decor pieces there. And then a beautiful worktop. It's a laminate, but it's a very, very high quality laminate. So when you look at it, it actually looks like it's like marble. It's been done with an upstand. And then you've got your single bowl sink, stainless steel sink for a more kind of, what's called, a more kind of practical sink as well. And then you've got storage underneath the sink, and then spaces where you can have additional appliances. So that's fantastic. And then off the utility is access straight off from the garage at the back. As you can see there, the double garage, and it lets in lots of light through this opened through this glazed panel here. Again, as we're walking out the utility, can I just pause for a second and look at these large format tiles by Porcelanosa? Each of these tiles is about 80 centimeters by 80 centimeters. That is fantastic. These things are quite expensive and they're not standard details that you would see from most house builders. So let's keep moving throughout this tour and let's go upstairs. So let's go up this fantastic carpeted staircase, and I just want to show you the glass balustrades that you can see there and this solid wood newel post, which is the end of your staircase. And this is a standard and classic Spitfire detail, and it runs throughout the whole home. You're going to see more of that upstairs. So let me show you the rest of the first floor. And tell me if you see something slightly different or unusual. Do you see something different? I do. I see our double height space. So again, this is such a fantastic design feature. So they've had to plan this in advance to make sure that everything lines up, that there's not a bedroom in this area, and the light floods into this landing space. That is a fantastic bonus, which basically makes this space just feel so big and spacious and airy. And that's the landing. So let's go through to the rest of the house. So this first room, beautifully staged in kind of like a really lovely pink. It's been staged as a twin, but it's a double bedroom. Probably could fit a king size bed in the middle with 2 bedside tables. But here's a nice visual for you to see how spacious it is so that you can see what furniture arrangements are possible. You've got your large window facing the street here as well. It's the same one actually that's downstairs. So a lot of developers, they'll do this thing where the downstairs will be all tall, big and grand, and then the first floor will be like shrunken and small with, you know, the windows are very small. Not here at all. This is still the same level of quality and detail that you saw downstairs. Upstairs compared to downstairs is actually radiators and, well, central heating. So, you know, just bear that in mind as well. And all of that is actually controlled via a thermostat that's on the landing, which is really convenient. The next room here is this family bathroom. As you can see, the family bathroom is actually a 4-piece suite. That is literally the ideal arrangement for a family bathroom. You have your bathtub, 1, then you have your shower, 2, then you have your toilet, and then your sink. You've got everything here, and it's all beautifully tiled in this Porcelanosa tiling from floor to ceiling in the shower enclosure. And they've done a bit of a variety. They've not just gone with 1 tile, they've gone with 3 actually. You've got the whole shower enclosure there. You've got your recessed shelf in the shower with a handheld hands grower shower as well, and that's fantastic. We also have this detail here, which I love, to the sill as well, and it's actually been finished with this edging strip here. You've got your window with the frosted glass there, and then again, like I said, the tiling is just fantastic. We can see they've actually also continued the tiling up the side of the bath. Normally in a standard house you would find this is a plastic panel on the side of the bathtub, but they've done this, which makes it more durable. You're not going to accidentally kick it in and it doesn't squeak. So that's something to note. And then you've got this beautiful focal point. How many bathrooms have focal points? I just love this so much. You've got the hidden cistern detail as standard. You've got the shaver socket, which you can't see, but I can see it here. And it's got 2 options as well. And then you've got your beautiful, beautiful medicine cabinet, which is just fantastic. And it's just so spacious. All the family's toiletries can easily go in there. And it's just been done in this beautiful, beautiful light colored wood as well. I'm just going to close that. And did I mention it is fully mirrored as well? And there's also lighting underneath that as well. So with that bit's covered. And then we look at this bit, which is basically the tower rail, the heated tower rail, which is really, really tall. It's almost floor to ceiling, actually, more than enough for a family. So let's come out of there and go into the next room. This room is a king size bedroom. I'm even convinced it's a super king. So you're probably wondering, what do you mean, like super king? Don't we use singles and doubles? Well, I think to be fully transparent, I want to talk about the size of the room and how much it can contain. No point calling it a double if the double bed has to be squished against the wall. You can't fit furniture But you don't have that issue here. We have a king size bed bang in the middle with space for large dressing, large bedside tables either side. I love the decor, the way they've done the half height painting in this showroom. And then we've got a large window facing the rear garden, and that is great. And you can see the rest of the garden from there. And then you've got your central heating, your radiator there, cleverly positioned. They've already thought about where your wardrobe's going to go. That's going to be there, and then you've got a space there, and then you can little kind of peek behind the paper here. There's actually already consideration for a TV aerial and a socket mounted at high level, and that pretty much is it for this room. Let's keep going. So the next room we're going to go is this one, and this is a fantastic third bedroom really. So you've got your window facing the back. You've got a fantastic headboard. Again, staging props, a large king size bed, which can be upgraded to a super king. You've got your wardrobes tucked in the corner there. A TV aerial is opposite the bed, and you've got a space for a little dressing table there as well. And we've got an ensuite. So let's have a look at the ensuite. So quickly speaking, the ensuite itself, in terms of sizing, is large in terms of width and length. It has the hand scroll shower as well to it, and also it's got the faceplate, toilet and sink by Villeroy and Boch, and then this recessed shelving there, perfect for you to just add your mirror or whatever decor you want on the wall, shaver socket, and then of course we've got our favorite, I'm going to show you in a second, towel rail, and then the window, bringing in lots of natural light. So let's keep going and go to the next room now. I'm just like building up. I'm just so excited. Now back in the landing. I mean, before we go to the next room, I just want to show you just how amazing the flow of this room is. This, you have to imagine this as being your family house. And if it's stripped off the decor, it's still as fantastic. It has a glass balustrading so that your view is not even impacted whatsoever. And it just connects the house and the rooms together. So let's go to the next room. Sorry, guys, I have to do like a Michael Jackson moonwalk back. And let's look at this store here. So this is where your heating system lives. By ideal, as you can see, your hot water cylinder and all that stuff there is basically telling you you have thermostatic showers throughout the entire home. So no more noisy electric showers. You have thermostatic showers, power showers, beautiful showers. Fantastic. Let's keep moving. So the next mystery door is going to be this one, which is a store cupboard. So this is using the space above the staircase to create a store cupboard, and it comes with a light switch just like the other store did, which means it makes the space more practical, and you can use it throughout the, depending on, you're not restricted by how much light you've got. And then let's build it up. This is the space you've been waiting for. Let me introduce you to your primary bedroom. Your primary bedroom is, I mean, pause. Let's just look at the primary bedroom. It is fantastic. I am speechless. Not really. I have so much to say about this space. Right now, I just feel so energized being in the space. There is, number one, there is a vaulted ceiling throughout the space. How many primary bedrooms can fit a chandelier in their space? This one can. Vaulted ceiling, which means you can do high headboards, high everything, tall mirrors, stage it to, you know, galore, but that you wouldn't impact the room in that way. It would always feel spacious. Behind me, you've got these double doors which open up to your own private balcony. So you have this aspect of looking out at the street, looking out at your car, looking out at the neighborhood. Occasionally there's a car, but you can't hear it because the trickle vents, they block out all the noise. So it's super quiet in here. And the acoustics in here must be fantastic because with it being vaulted, there's no echo whatsoever. I love it. So chrome handles to the double doors, and each door has a window beside it so you can open, get fresh air without actually having to open the doors. I love it. Let's look at the ensuite. The ensuite is beautiful, stunning, grey polished porcelanosa tiles on the floor as well in a stone appearance. And then you've got this large, I want to even indicate with my hands, this whole divider is a glass fixed screen. You've got your shower valves here, so you don't have to walk into the shower, get wet with freezing cold water to turn it on. And then you've got your recessed shelf in there, you've got a shower there by Hansgrohe, and you've got your rain dance shower head there too. The size of the shower itself is so long, it's definitely close to 1.5 meters, if not more. Then you've got your medicine cabinet behind. This medicine cabinet, again, has that same detail we saw before. As you can see, it's got that light kind of wood effect on the inside, shelving already pre-planned. And then it's got the spotlights underneath as well, as you can see. And then we've got a shaver socket. They've actually been so smart to do this, where they've done two-tone sealant. So in the actual recessed area, it's grey sealant in the corners, which means it doesn't pop out like a stark detail. It's a fantastic touch. When you get the chance to see the show home, you will see what I mean. But if you're not here, I will continue explaining it. We've got the Villeroy & Boch faceplate, toilet and sink, and a window with lots of natural light with frosted glass as well. The towel rail, like I said, and the size of it is just perfect. So guys, let's keep moving. So with that being said, I would like to, nope, that's not the end of the tour, guys. There's no with that being said. We've still got more. In this primary bedroom, we've got an actual L-shaped or R-shaped, depending on how you want to view it. You've got a R-shaped walk-in wardrobe area with like an option for like 2 different wardrobe areas. So you've obviously got this feature here with floor to ceiling wardrobes, and then a little space here where you can get ready for the day. I know there's already mirrors on there, but maybe you can add another mirror, which would make the space feel even brighter and bigger, and it's just well positioned off the main bedroom space. So with that being said, we are now at the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying tuned and watching it right to the end. There's been so many features. Do you like the double height feature? Which one was your favorite? Is it the outside of the home, or what was it? Leave it in the comment below. And most of all, subscribe so we can notify you when the next video comes up next week. All right, see you. Bye.